I have maybe one of the craziest positions in my portfolio right now is a $25,000 starter position in an option of Take-Two, the maker of GTA 6. And in this video, I will show you what I think, what is the timeline, how much money I can make, what I will do if the stock drops, and much more here in this video.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
Welcome to a brand new video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Danny, and I'm trying to get here free my best long-term positions on my channel. Since 8 years, my subscribers bought even houses and apartments because they joined my Tesla story. I was early on Tesla, if you don't know, and you were watching for the very first time. I bought it at 23. I put my life savings into it. It went to 11. I bought more and more and more. And then, you know, Tesla went to 500 and rest is history, right? So, and I tried similar things with Nvidia, Palantir, Robinhood. So the long-term performance was always a fun ride with a lot of volatility. But sometimes I look into things that are a little bit more controversial or have a huge catalyst, okay? I put, for example, a lot of money behind Tesla again, and, you know, just like a trade when they just got in front of the S&P 500 inclusion. The stock went nuts. I 10x'd my money that I put there. And those are a little bit longer term trades that I really think have a lot of potential, okay? Before we diving into all the details, make sure to check out also xtendaytrade.com. We have our own group where we trade for you all automatically in your portfolio, done by our professional day traders. You just have to switch on our software. Everything is done. And we are launching our third generation in this month. That's why we're raising our joining fee. Go on the website, schedule a call, 15 minutes. If we see that you are a good fit, you need to have at least $10,000 to get started, and then you can be part of our group eventually. So let's dive into the trade that I make, okay? As you can see, I bought roughly $25,000 of the Take-Two option that expires at March 2027. So very long time, about like 10 months in the future. Strike price is 210, okay? I bought it for roughly $60 per option contract. So I bought like 4 pieces that equals around like $25,000. Now, what is the idea behind it? Every time something huge happens for a company, the stock price can follow. And I believe that GTA 6 is maybe one of the greatest things that ever happened in the digital world. Hear me out. So I believe that not only this will be the biggest game release, but think about the new generations, right? The new generation that plays GTA for a very long time. I was, you know, when I was like, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 years old, I was playing GTA 2 and it was like a crazy game. Then GTA 3, GTA 4, GTA 5, and now the biggest game release ever done. They spent more than between $1 to $2 billion on that game. And now you are thinking like, okay, what is the risk reward for the company? If you just take the numbers of GTA 5, okay, then you see that they 20 or 25x'd the revenue out of the production cost. If this is just little bit true, and I think it can be much bigger because they just get much better to have just much more revenue in that. So that means for Take-Two as a company, that would mean that they could make in the next couple of years over $50 billion in revenue just from this game. And this is like, you know, the game itself, some marketplace around it, some upsales in the games, some, you know, different kind of game modes where you can maybe earn some money. You know, we know that the GTA role play was a huge thing. So there's so much economy just in this game that I think that this will be quite interesting to see if that moves the needle. Now, to move the needle, you need to have also some data, okay? And the data is just around the corner. So if we go also in the stock chart, but the next couple of days will be quite amazing. Number one, there's a lot of rumors online that the final trailer, the trailer number 3, will get out by Monday or Tuesday, okay? Because apparently the pre-order will also start that week, which is great. There's some rumors that Best Buy sent out some emails already, right, for the pre-ordering of the game to a lot of influencers and so on. So imagine the following. Not only that is happening, but also what is happening is that Take-Two actually have earnings call and earnings release on the 21st of May. So everything is very compact this week, which can let the stock explode. Just as there was rumors about the pre-orders, the stock was up 6% on Thursday, okay? And I think there's a lot of investors that think like, okay, will there be another delay and so on? I think there won't be, okay? So I think that we are like 90% that there's no delay. That will help the stock. Then the pre-orders will help the stock. Then some first numbers of the pre-orders will help the stock. If we get some press releases, some news, some leaks that this is the most pre-ordered game ever, then this can shoot up the stock to like $300, right? In this case, my options could be worth already, 90, 120, 150, doesn't matter. It will create a huge run on this stock, I believe, okay? So then you have the generational aspect as well. The generational aspect is something crazy where I think like, okay, think about the following way, okay? Think about the people that love GTA so much, that plays this game and, they're essentially following the journey of GTA for so many years. And now they finally have access to Robinhood or to the stock market in general. People from all around the world will say, you know what? I really like GTA 6 and I think it will be a huge hit. Let me buy some Take-Two shares, okay? Now let's dive into the stock itself, right? So let's have a look into Take-Two, okay? So Take-Two is currently, I think it's like a 40 billion company, okay? Here, 45 billion company. As you can see here, market capitalization, $45 billion. So now think about it. If the game brings them 40 to 50 billion dollars in revenue over the next years, I think that's a little bit undervalued in my personal opinion, okay? Now, let's see, the last 3 months were quite bullish. The stock reached about like 190 in March and since then gained about like 30%. I think there's a little bit already baked in, but not all of it, of course, right? So, and if you're looking into the last 5 days, this was actually the pump where there was some news leak, okay? In that 6-7% that the stock went higher, the options that I chose went up like 30%, okay? Which was insane already, which was fantastic gain. So imagine how much they can gain, okay? So now let's do the following. Let's go into the chart because you can see what happens also from the chart perspective is this one. You see the blue line? This is the 200 moving average. If this is broken up, the stock can really run, and it has done in the past already. Let me see. So the last time it was done, it was essentially quite a while. So you can see here we broke down the 200 moving average and you have always the sales pressure. And then here, and that was essentially in March 2023, where the stock went after it broke through the 200 moving average from 115 to like at highs 108. So almost, I wouldn't say a double yet, but you can see here, it went actually much higher, never went under so it went from 120 to 260 in about like 2 years, okay? 3 years, 3.5 years, okay? So you can see here that once it breaks through with the catalyst of GTA 6 can be quite tremendous. And where I get this idea, because I always say like, okay, think about it this way. There are certain events that can spark a crazy run in stocks, right? So for example, let's say the ChatGPT moment let Nvidia just 10x in a couple of months or even 1.5 years or so, right? So, or for example, another event like the S&P 500 inclusion for Tesla was a huge event where Tesla gained so much after that, right? You have always this sparks of a catalyst where everybody wants to be in the shares. So I think that there could be like a cult movement into the stock as well. And if the stock will drop over the next couple of weeks, I think I will just double or triple that position, okay? But I think that over the next couple of weeks, we will have a lot of catalysts. So as I said, the new trailer, the pre-order confirmation, the earnings on Thursday. Then we will have some numbers after the orders opened, maybe like, a new world record or whatsoever, or this and this many billions of dollars in terms of revenue for Take-Two. There's so much going on. Like, it's like a huge cult. And I mean, like, just look at the following, okay? I mean, if you're looking into the trailers, look at this. The Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer 1 got 280 million views, okay? Since 2 years. The second trailer got 161 million views, okay? Compare this to GTA 5, which got only 127 million views 14 years ago. So it's more than ever that people are into this release. And this is like a legendary release. And think about it, from 278 million people, how many people will really buy the game? And how much will this be in revenue, right? I'm thinking this way, and I think there could be some cold buying. I think like everything aligns very nicely. I expect that this position can go to zero, so don't copy it. If you really want to be in Take-Two, rather buy the stock, but this is my starter position in this crazy GTA 6 week. Let me know what you think, and I see you obviously tomorrow for a brand new video, because the grass is greener always on the other side.